Okay, this is how we go about starting a rough out, finishing a rough out of a gnome on a mushroom. See if we can't get it done in about 10 minutes. Okay, right now I'm just knocking the plug off the top, and as you get the plug off, you want to go around, outline your hat, just start doing some outlining. It should take just a minute. Get her all outlined out, and then pop the little sockets under his eye sockets in with the saw. And I'm using a little battery saw here, so it's quiet. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of fur on it, and define the fur in his face. Here you just working his mouth. We're gonna outline it where he's sitting down on the mushroom, doing the outline under his clothes. And there's very little saw work to these. It's mainly just a little tweak here and a tweak there. Yeah, it usually only take you a couple of minutes to get the face furred out, and all the outlining done, and you should be able to do it in about 3 minutes here, without a big rush. I'm not trying to see how fast I can do it. It's just a comfortable pace. You look, there's just a little bit of wood you need to remove there where his hands is, in between his shoes. Okay, now this is just a little saw wheel rotary tool that I use. As you see, I got a shortened cord, so I got it bent. We just gonna quickly just do a little bit of eye work right here. This is all I do for the eyes. I mean, you could spend more time putting better detail in it, but this is about what I do. A little bit of, little dental work right there on his mouth, but just a couple of seconds, pretty much done. I'm gonna put some eyebrows on him. That's about it. Okay, after we got all that detail in, we fixing to just take us an angle grinder and kind of wipe it down, see if we can get it cleaned up a little bit. And as you can see, it only takes just a few minutes, and you'll pretty much have it done. Like I say, now if you want to take it further than what I am, you can spend as long as you want or as little of time as you want. This right here is pretty much a quick way to do it. We do it in about, I think, from the time we start to when we completely burn it, is about less than 10 minutes, probably 5 minutes on this one. But, this is just an angle grinder with a flat disc. Some people use the thin flat disc. I use the thick one just because that's what I started using, and that's kind of what I use. But there's no one tools either that you have to have. Just find something that works for you. If you're comfortable with it, that's the one to get. See my little clamp table I got built there. Just take it out and clean the base up a little bit. That's where the machine leaves a little fur there. But, when we get this done, we'll flap it out a little bit and put some fire to it. Okay, that's about it. Okay, we fixing to take our Dremel tool. I just got a little stone with a hollowed out end to make an eye with. And you can make eye tools out of about anything, but this in here is just a quick little stone that was laying over there close by because I didn't have one ready. But you know, I just take a little hollowed out stone, burn the eye in, and this might be a little bit big. You know, I probably would use a, you know, prefer a little bit smaller one, but this is the one I had on hand. So, you know, thing you do after you get done with that, just get you some fire, and we'll, you know, get all the fuzz off of it, give it a little bit of color. I mean, you know, I usually burn the beard darker, the hat dark, you know, the shoes dark. But now if you were going to paint it, you know, you just burn the whole piece pretty much all over and brush it down, and you know, then add your colors. I usually paint mine black before I add colors, but if I'm just burning for color, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, highlighting where you think it should be highlighted, and, you know, darken where you get the most contrast. But after you get it all burnt, you'll be wanting to, you know, take a brush or a flapper. You know, we use a Sandiflex flapper to clean it up. But as you can see, it don't, you know, we try to dry all our rough out, so when you get it, it should be, you know, no problem burning it. You know, it makes finishing a lot easier because you know, they're not wet. Sandpaper won't clog up, and they'll burn good, so that's always a plus. Now we bring in our Sandiflex here so that we can clean up our burn there a little bit, knock off some more of the fuzz. You just want to give it a quick run over and you know, clean all the soot off, and highlight it back out. Usually after I highlight it back out, I have to go back and give it a little bit more burn in a few spots, just to darken some spots back up that I might either miss burning whenever I flap it shows up, or, you know, I've sanded a little bit too much. But this is just a matter of, you know, pretty much all of us use Sandiflexes out there, some type of brush or sander to clean up the fuzz. Flapping this shouldn't take you more than a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes, but it's just, you know, run over it. And so, you know, I'm through burning here. I'm probably going to give it I'm at brushing. We'll probably give it another quick little burn in a few spots. We make our own Sandiflex up, but you know, you can buy them already pre-made, which you know, pretty reasonable. Definitely worth having. But I'm just darkening him up a little bit more, and that's about all I'm going to do to him. We'll put a, you know, a wood finish over it before it's done, but this is, as far as the coloring, this is about it for a burnt one. You know, like I say, we'd take it from here. If we wanted to give it a paint job, we would carry it over there and paint the whole piece black and add some color, or paint it just from the mushroom up. Okay, now as you can see, we done painted our carving here black from top of the mushroom down, and we're gonna. I usually start with the red. Red is usually a harder color to get to show up, so I usually start with that. But you can start with whatever color you want, but just get a little bit of latex paint or house paint. We just kind of do a somewhat of a dry brush paint. It ain't a complete dry brush, but you just rub it in and scrub it on, and let the color show through. The black kind of show through. Okay, here we getting a little green paint put on his jacket there. As you can see, it's it ain't complete dry brushing, but you don't want to put it on real wet. You start on kind of just bumping it on, and as your brush dries out, you just start rubbing and rub it till it gets good. And okay, you can see that we pretty much got her done there. Added a little bit of white, to his beard and his eyebrows, and black shoes, and that's about it. Just flop a little paint on there, and you take it as far as you want. That's a quick paint job. Whole thing probably took 15 minutes. So there you go.